This is Cooking at Kaleo. I'm so excited to teach you guys how to make ribs tonight. You will not believe how easy it is to make fall off the bone, delicious ribs right here in your Lake Town kitchen. The biggest ingredient for these ribs is time. They take 3 hours to cook, but I promise it's worth it because they are so yummy. So go ahead and preheat your oven to 300 degrees, and I'll tell you about the rest of the ingredients. We're gonna need 1 or 2 racks of ribs. Boys, y'all might want 2 racks. Some salt and pepper to season them up. Also some garlic powder and smoked paprika. This gives a nice smoky flavor. It's gonna trick you and make you think that they've been on the grill. We're also gonna need some aluminum foil and your favorite barbecue sauce for the ribs. We are gonna serve these ribs with roasted potatoes and my favorite salad. For the potatoes, we're just gonna use about 6 medium-sized red potatoes. We're gonna season those with avocado oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. For the salad, it's baby spinach with about 5 huge strawberries or 10 normal-sized ones, an avocado, some pecans, and then we're gonna make a homemade honey vinaigrette, which is just 3 ingredients: fresh lemon, some honey, some avocado oil. I just got my ribs out of the package and gave them a quick rinse in the sink. Then I put them on a foil-lined baking sheet, bone side up. We're just gonna season them up real quick. You can use a lot of seasoning here. These guys can take a lot of flavor. Good sprinkle of salt on this side. Garlic powder, lots of garlic powder, smoked paprika. Then you just wanna press that in, kind of rub it all around to your fork and press it in. And then flip them over and season the other side the same way. Put another piece of foil on top and just kind of pinch all the sides. Pinch and roll them all so they make a pocket around your ribs. Then we're gonna pop them in that 300-degree oven for 2 hours and 45 minutes. After your ribs have been in the oven for about 2.5 hours, you can go ahead and prep your potatoes. So we're just gonna cut these up. I want you guys to see this technique. First of all, hold your knife properly between your pointer and your thumb. Can y'all see that? And then you wanna roll your fingers in while you're cutting so that you don't slice those fingertips off. And then just cut a little bit of the top off, roll it cut side down so it's not rolling around on you, then slice this direction, fingers in, and then turn it and dice little chunks like this. It's kind of what you're looking for. Little triangles, little squares, about 1 inch. Once all your potatoes are cut up, we're just gonna season them with some avocado oil, good drizzle, some salt, lots of salt. Potatoes are pretty bland, and some pepper, and then just toss to coat. Now, your ribs have been cooking at 300 degrees, but potatoes, we wanna cook them at 425 for about 25 minutes. So you're just gonna increase your temperature to 425 and pop these guys in the oven for 25 minutes. The ribs have been in the oven for 2 hours and 45 minutes, and y'all, it smells delicious in here. So I'm gonna take those out. Our oven is now preheated to 425. We're gonna put the potatoes in. Now that the ribs are out of the oven, I have carefully taken off the top layer of foil. It's very hot, so be very careful. You're just gonna drizzle your ribs with a good amount of barbecue sauce, whatever you like. I love Sweet Baby Ray's. If you are doing low carb, you can find a low carb barbecue sauce and just spoon it all over. And then we're gonna put these guys back in the 425-degree oven for another 15 minutes. While your potatoes are in the oven, let's work on our salad dressing. So first step is lemon juice. Little lemon hack for you. You just wanna roll it under the palm of your hand like that. For some reason, that just releases the juice and makes it way easier to squeeze. So squeeze the lemon into your bowl, cut side up so all the seeds stay with you. If any little seeds sneak out, get them out of there. So juice of 1 whole lemon. It ends up being about 1/4 cup, maybe a little bit less. Then equal amount of honey, so 1/4 cup of honey. Last ingredient in our homemade honey vinaigrette is avocado oil. You just wanna add about 1/2 cup of avocado oil. So we're making about 1 cup of dressing here. You might have leftovers for later in the week, but this is a good ratio for any salad dressing. You can use any acid, lemon juice, balsamic vinegar, apple cider vinegar, any acid, any sweetener. You can use honey, sugar, pure maple syrup, any oil. You can add any kind of flavoring that you want. If you want to add a fruit in here and blend it up in your blender, you can make like a blueberry or strawberry vinaigrette or cilantro lime vinaigrette, something like that. It's really fun to make homemade salad dressings. You guys can totally do this. After you add your olive oil, just give everything a quick whisk and your dressing is done. Let's work on the salad now. For this salad, I went ahead and just put 2 big handfuls of baby spinach in a bowl. We're gonna add 2 handfuls of pecans, and then we're gonna add an avocado. Let me show you how to cut this guy. So, you just run your knife along the edge, you cut it in half. You guys see how I'm doing that? Open it up. Then just slice down. Careful not to push your knife all the way through, and then across. And this makes little, about 1-inch avocado pieces. You just scoop it out with a spoon right into your salad bowl. I went ahead and added the other half of the avocado. We're ready to chop up our strawberries. So to cut a strawberry, here's what I do. I cut off the top, then flip it, cut side down, so there's a sturdy surface and it's not rolling around on you. And then if they're little strawberries, I think they're really pretty to just slice them thin, and then they go in your salad like looking like this, all pretty. But these are huge, so we are gonna just cut them up into 1/2-inch little chunks. So I slice them all one direction, I'm gonna turn it and slice them the other direction, just like that. Careful to tuck those fingers in. And then I kind of put them again, cut side down, and just cut them in half one more time. So they end up being about like that. Salad is all done and it's looking beautiful with those fresh strawberries. You can either pour your dressing on and toss it right before you serve, or I prefer to just leave the dressing on the side and let people serve themselves. I just pulled the ribs out of the oven after their final 15 minutes at 425 and they look so good. Can you guys see that? The potatoes are gonna stay in for 10 more minutes. The potatoes are out of the oven and they're nice and crispy. Just when they start to get a little brown, that's when they're done. And I wanted you guys to see these ribs. They are totally fall apart, like fall off the bone. So tender, very delicious. I like to serve it with a little bit more barbecue sauce on the side. I hope you guys enjoy this meal and we'll see you next time on Cooking at Kaleo.